The Utica Comets return home tonight after nabbing 2 road wins over the weekend as the team gets set to host the Belleville Senators in just a couple of hours. Sports Director Spencer Davison joins us now live from the Adirondack Bank Center with more on the red-hot Comets teams. Hi, Spence. How you doing?
Jason, the last time the Comets played in this building a week ago today, the team saw its AHL record-setting win streak to open the season end at 13. However, the disappointment didn't last very long. The team bounced back to win 2 straight against the Charlotte Checkers over the weekend. Now, the record may not be perfect anymore, but it's still impressively good. At 15-1-0-0, the Comets still sit atop the entire AHL standings with 30 points in 16 games played. The Springfield Thunderbirds also have 30 points, but have taken 19 games to reach that. Tonight, the Comets return home where they look to continue this new win streak against a Belleville team that's playing very good hockey right now as well, coming in on a 4-game winning streak. Whenever you start the season in record-setting fashion, people are going to take notice. After breaking the 37-year-old record, the Comets were featured on national outlets, including an article in The Athletic and a segment on NHL Network. Head coach Kevin Dineen has been around pro hockey for nearly 3 decades and said that people from all over the hockey world reached out to him during the historic run.
Well, I think that's always kind of the cool thing about the hockey community in general, you know, is when you get to be an old goat, it's how many relationships you've established and the people you've met over the years. And, you know, whether it's scouts coming in and seeing us play, other teams, NHL general managers or assistant general managers, I think people acknowledge that, you know what, your team is playing what I like to think is an entertaining, and we are in the entertainment business, and I think our team is a fun team to watch. And when you play with speed and a lot of pace and intensity, it creates a enjoyable watching experience. And you know, the record speaks for itself. So yeah, it's nice to be acknowledged. It's a long, long road.
The Comets take on the Sens in just over 90 minutes from now as they look to win their 3rd straight game and 16 out of their first 17. They'll likely have leading points getter Chase DeLeo back in the lineup after his reassignment from New Jersey yesterday. Coming up at 6, we'll hear more from Coach Dineen regarding the team's preparation coming out of an emotional and busy week that was. We also are getting ready for the fans to trickle in as the gates are getting set to open. Comets and Senators coming up tonight. We're ready for Hockey Night in Utica. Jason, back to you.
All right, Spencer, thank you. We are ready for it as well. The NFL's My Cause.
Good evening here live at the Adirondack Bank Center where the Utica Comets are less than an hour away from taking on North Division rival Belleville Senators. The fans are filing in now into their seats with warm-ups just a few minutes away. Utica comes in on a 2-game winning streak, bouncing back from their first loss of the season to beat the Charlotte Checkers in 2 straight games on the road this past weekend. The record now sits at 15-1-0-0 with the AHL record for 13 straight wins to start the year etched in the history books. Tonight's matchup is the 2nd time this season that the Comets and Senators have squared off. Utica traveled north of the border to play in Belleville on November 14th, where they skated away with a 4-1 win as part of that historic streak. This is a bit of a different Sens team the Comets will see tonight, though. Belleville is currently sporting a 4-game winning streak of their own and have won 7 of their last 10 games. That being said, Utica remains first in the North Division standings, and in fact, they're still atop the entire league with 30 points earned in 16 games played. The Comets will likely have points leader Chase DeLeo back in the lineup after he was reassigned from the New Jersey Devils yesterday, coming off an emotional stretch of 3 games in 5 nights that saw the historic streak come to an end last Wednesday. Head coach Kevin Dineen spoke yesterday about after practice, about how the team has prepared and refocused for tonight's contest.
While we were in Charlotte, which is a fabulous city, by the way, and it's been a number of years since I've been there, we were able to go out and really enjoy each other's company on Sunday night. We played a 3 o'clock game and had a couple organizational dinners that I think were just a chance for us to kind of get away from the hockey side of it, spend some time together. And we had a day off yesterday, and then you know what, today was all about business. And if I was smiling on the rink, it's because I was pleased with what I was seeing. And I certainly like the way they had some jump today, and expect them to be ready for a Belleville team that's playing very well right now.
Before tonight's game, important note to pass along. The Comets were scheduled to play road games this weekend against the Hartford Wolfpack and Providence Bruins. However, the AHL announced today that those games have been postponed, with both Hartford and Providence currently in COVID-19 protocols. Now, Sunday's scheduled game for the Bruins will be made up and played on January 10th. The game against Hartford that was scheduled for Saturday has yet to have a makeup date announced. We'll obviously continue to keep you informed as that news comes out. In the meantime, no postponement here tonight. The Comets and Senators getting underway at the top of the hour. I'll have highlights from this one for you tonight at 11. News Channel 2 at 6. We'll wrap up after the break.
From the Sports Station, powered by Hamilton Orthopedics Spine and Sports Medicine, here is News Channel 2 Sports Director Spencer Davidson.
Good evening. After the Comets' AHL record win streak to start the year came to an end a week ago, the team bounced back to win 2 straight over the weekend. Tonight they look to continue their new win streak as they hosted North Division rival Belleville Senators. To the Adirondack Bank Center, Chase DeLeo back in the lineup after a stint up with New Jersey as the 15-1 Comets host the Sens, who come in on a 4-game winning streak of their own. Comets jump on them early. Just a minute 55 seconds into the game, Riley Walsh from the point snaps a heat seeker top shelf. Fans just sat down. Time to get back up. Comets quickly on top. After an initial push from Utica, Belleville settles in a bit. Midway through the period, Sens leading scorer Jake Lacini wide open back door, but Akira Schmid squares up and makes the stop. 2 minutes later, Schmid comes up big again, this time robbing Scott Saborin with the glove on the doorstep. 23 saves for the rookie netminder tonight. With under 4 minutes to play in the first, Comets on the power play after Robbie Russo fakes the shot and gets me to bite. Brian Flynn from the dot picks the far corner. Utica converts on the man advantage and leads by 2. In the other net, Mads Sogard was solid as well. In the second, DeLeo pokes it free. He and Alexander Holtz have a 2-on-0. Sogard stonewalls DeLeo point blank. He made 24 stops for the Senators. But the Comets had all they needed. Schmid earns his second career shutout. Utica wins 2-0 to improve to 16-1. Other local scores tonight, relatively light schedule. Boys hoops.